Hello everybody, and welcome to The Crevice. Today we will be returning to our method of trying to get through an intensely difficult scenario, which is just the endless scenario from Frostpunk. The idea being is that I get given this map, which is, as you can see, a crevice, and I need my wits, I need my abilities to try and keep us alive through all of this. I've tried this a few times before, but it's just never kind of gone my way, which is always a bit of an issue, but we are going to try our hardest to kind of keep moving. If you are enjoying this, please do leave a like and do subscribe, and also let me know in the comments if you have any tips, tricks, or kind of just feedback, even if that feedback is this is appalling, you don't know what you're doing. It's always useful to know that. But yes, I'm going to start with my normal strategy, which is just a couple of these, and I'm also going to send most of my people out to grab useful items, mostly wood and metal starting point, but I'll also get some people getting some coal. The main thing I want to do is, though, keep 10 back to start researching things as soon as I possibly can, because I think that is a really good starting point. Good. So people are starting to get to work, and these are being built very quickly. A few of these guys are not started yet, but those being up and running means I can immediately start to look at a few things. Kind of want to go for the beacon very early this time. I keep forgetting that this is kind of a needed thing. So let's get that up and running and make sure to put the other engineers into here and just kind of leave it going for a little bit. The first day is quite important. Also, I need to remember to use the Book of Laws. I'm going to straight away go on an emergency shift, and I'm going to put the emergency shift on the wood piles, I believe. It'll make people a bit unhappy to begin with, but it does mean that I'm going to get a lot of wood in the first day, which is quite important for the entire setup. Especially considering it's at minus 30. It's going to get warmer, but it does give us the opportunity to kind of be a bit more free with everything. This is good. I'm going to be able to set up one of these, I think. I'm just going to put it behind these for now, because it doesn't need any heat. I think there is good. Although I could then also go for resources and put a gathering post back here. Because this is what I'm thinking. Gathering posts are genuinely quite strong. I could put one in there, actually. That's good. Because then I can put a saw blade next to it, I think is my plan. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can go here, and we're going to go for resources, sawmill. Just because I feel like a sawmill getting good stuff is kind of helpful. And eventually this entire area, these will be deleted anyway. So this is fine. That's sorted. We're getting a sawmill up and running. So we're all pretty good. Let's keep ourselves moving. We can see all of the stuff that we're gathering. Next thing is going to be to get ourselves some... probably some of this is good to get. One of these, and then focus on getting our tents up and running. 1, 2, good. We can turn this on now that free time has started, make sure that everyone is happy. We'll provide shelter for everybody in the next 2 days. That is definitely something I want to be able to do, which is good. We are pushing ourselves up here to get a lot of materials. We're up to the point where we could actually get a group straight away. I'm going to pull off these guys. I'm going to put this into here, and I feel like I could take 5 people off of this and 5 people off of this to give us a 15, which is going to be 10 on there to gather some coal for us, and then it's going to be 5 of them out here ready to go and grab some stuff. We're going to go to the ruined warehouse first, which is very good, and we're going to start seeing our abilities to get a few more houses in, which is very nice. Good. I was about to say I could emergency shift these guys, but I don't think I need to just yet. Getting these guys up and running very quickly is hugely beneficial. I'm going to go for my method originally of getting all of this quite close in. Keeping the houses as close to the centre as I can, so that then this is the way of keeping them warm. And then kind of use my methods a bit more to push ourselves going forward. Good, I can now extend the work days. So this is very important, because I can then expand both of those, which is going to keep people a bit annoyed. But for now, it's kind of important for us to gather the materials we need. We're going to do that as well. And we're just going to keep ourselves moving. We've got 30 wood left. We can then put one of those in there. And I'm in a situation where both of those have been depleted, almost. That one's almost done. I've got a lot of people now to do a few things. So, actually, I'm a little bit worried about doing that, because if I go to food, I do need to get a cookhouse, and then the cookhouse kind of needs to slip in there. So we'll do that, and then we'll put a tent behind here. That one's going to be a little bit colder for now, but that is kind of how we are working. This area is kind of... Actually, I don't want to put it there. I want to put it... I'm trying to work out where the best place to put it is. But at the moment, I'm thinking over here. Or I could go for over here. Because this is a way of getting renewable this. Although I think renewable wood is a bit more important for the moment. So if I bring that back there for now. Because then this can be a spot where I put a steam hub. This is going to be deleted eventually once everything's been brought together. So that's fine. We need to go for a new research. And that new research, I believe, should be steam hubs. Good, that's nice and sorted. And then the final thing is going to be to get resources there. Is there a wood pile over the back here? Yes, there is. I'm going to focus on getting enough there just to then get a renewable wood source over here, because that is kind of what we need. Good, we've got shelter, even though this one is very cool. Steel wreckage has been depleted. That's fine. We've now got a good amount of people. I feel like I'm going to put these guys in here just to make sure we have food being produced. In terms of other things that I could be doing, I'm kind of stuck on this wood front, so we're going to get people working on wood when we can. So we've got this. If I go to resources now, I can get a sawmill over here, I think, which is a good amount over there, and I can get one over there as well, or maybe back here is the place to put it. There. Yeah, those two are kind of really useful spots for it. Grab a bit more wood, and then that can go to there. And that should, I believe, give us an ability to... If I also go for tech steam hub. Yes, good. I can get this entire area nice and warm, which is good. And I can also... Oh, I can't quite go for tech yet. Now I can. Good. I'm just trying to think what the next thing I want is. Maybe I need to get hunting soon, but also I want to go for faster gathering. Faster gathering is just a good bonus for us. We're going for this. We can put 10 into this one, and then we're going to put 5 into this one. And we've got a steam hub here, which is just keeping this all nice and toasty as we move. So far, this is looking all right in terms of our consumption. I do need to keep an eye on that. But for now, we're going to now move into... I could go for soup to keep our food on top. Or I could go... Then I could go eventually for moonshine. Or I could go for child shelters. I think child shelters is kind of a solid one to go for. This area back here has probably got enough stuff that I could play with. Which is good. Scouts have reached the ruined warehouse. Thank you. Wood and ruined things. Nice. Let's go for the windswept field. Snowfield. And that should be all fine. And then tomorrow we should be in a situation where we can start to kind of move all this stuff up and running. Which is nice. Good. Nice. It's now up to this. I feel like I almost want to turn this off for now. Just because at 20 it's not too bad to keep this area. This area is still livable at this time. Which is... not what, like, we would expect it to be a lot worse. I could go for heaters, hunter's gear, or I could just go for the drawing boards very soon. I do think a coal thumper would be smart to get, but for now I think that that is going to be something that I set up over here. We're going to have a coal farm, all of this sort of stuff, unless I go for this area. Because these two are... I'm just trying to work out here. Because we've got that there and this here. This area seems to be a bit smarter for us. What's going on here? I feel like... I don't know, this sawmill... These sawmills and stuff will be destroyed eventually, is what I'm thinking. This area should become eventually a place that is fully kind of operational and looking after people. So I'm going to save this for now. How much more do we have here? Got quite a decent chunk, actually. Where could I put this for now? There just looks like the perfect spot, actually. Let's do that. Then we look in here and we pick up the steelworks, sorry, not the steamworks. And I think that overall we're doing kind of all right here. Building all this stuff up. We've gone for a good wood collection system, and then we do need to go for the steelworks, I think, is my next bet. Sure, I'll open a new medical outpost. In fact, I could get one of those built immediately. I could build it over here, I think, next to these houses. That's good. And then we'll focus on just trying to get everybody feeling a bit better. We've got a few days of 20, and then it's going to drop down to minus 40, minus 50, and then back up a little bit. The children being cared for is good, and it means I can also get some medical apprentices, which I think is a really strong one. We have got longer periods of working on a lot of these areas. I kind of want to then move us into getting this area over here then. What is the furthest? I'm curious. If I was to go right to the farthest right of this, at what point would that not cover the steam hubs? You've reached the windswept fields. There's nothing here, but there's a circle of stones. I kind of want to go to the circle of stones because I believe that that is people. Let's go to the circle of stones and see how that goes. Because I need more people in order to just do things, which is, by the by, annoying, but still. Which is good. We're moving into the starting of the day, which is nice. Good, we've got steelworks now, which means I can build one immediately. Steelworks can go there. And then I also then need to focus on new research. We're going to go to the next stage, drawing boards. We definitely need those drawing boards. And I'm going to bring a road. There we go, that looks good. I kind of want to go as far this direction as I can, I think. Just because I feel like this is an interesting one, because I want to be able to access this area over here. Good, we've got this. Do we have humans that are willing to work here? This is almost done, so I soon will. Nice, that's now depleted. Put some people into there, so that is now working. We are gaining enough coal for things to be kind of moving in the right direction, but I think that this should be interesting. I could go for power or range. Maybe this is the thing to go for. Or coal mining, I guess. So we're going to go for the... I kind of do need coal mining, and maybe... I could set up, actually, if I'm going... No, I'm not going to go for this. I could go for this and the charcoal kiln as a way of getting most things now. Or I could go for coal mining, I think is just the best. It's just better than everything else that we do. I could go for another sawmill over here as a method of getting even more materials. I think that is a good shout. Because then eventually wood is just being used for everything, and it just kind of gives us a more repetitive nature. Good, people are happy about that. That's nice. We're about to drop down to 40, which is, for me, a little bit of an issue. But this being set up does give us a lot more freedom. I could go now for tech, and I could go for one of these. I was about to say, where's the furthest? I could get to, like, there. That could work, actually, for then setting up a coal collection spot. Yeah, let's go for this, because I could then, if I think I've got resources already for a coal thumper, I could fit it in there. Which I think... Ooh, I think that's a good shout. If I do this, and I'm going to turn this one off, actually, I'm going to bring gathering posts in here, too. Make sure that those are all sorted, because then I can also go for a, once I have enough tech, I think. Well, I need more of this as well. There's no reason why anything should not be on the upgraded thing. Going for coal mining, sure. I kind of want to have a look what else there is. Bunkhouses could be a real big boost. Hot houses as well. I think a hot house should be my main method of getting food. Just because sending 15 people out every single day doesn't seem to benefit me. Hopefully getting more people in should be strong. I'm going to take a couple of these guys out of each one and put them into here. Because then that sets that up and we are able to look after everyone. And we've got this set up ready for more coal collection. Because eventually this is going to run out. Is that seriously? Yeah, we're about to run out straight away. Which means I should get some people working on this immediately and turn all of these on to being the longer shifts. I just feel like the longer shifts are something that is very helpful. Good. Have we got survivors? We do. Nice. We're going to escort them all back to the city. That's a decent number of survivors as well, actually. In terms of building, I could try and make a coal mine back here next, but that is kind of our next step. And we're moving here. We're about to hit at 6 o'clock. Well, at 7 o'clock, I think, is when it goes to minus 40. So now this area is a problem. Let's turn this on. Back on. Which should be good. Nice. We're keeping all that nice and toasty. Which is good. We're getting a lot of wood here. And then this is now pointless to us. So we're going to just delete that and move them into here. Which is good. I should probably actually... I feel like I'm going to make most of my people work over in that direction. Which is good. I feel like this one is not beneficial for us, so we're going to delete that one as well. We're getting most of our stuff as we can. Good. We're about to get hot houses, which I think is important. But if I also go for houses... ooh, I feel like this is the... where am I going to go? Because I feel like a hot house back here if I can. Maybe I'll wait until that happens. Good, because I can then put a food, get a hot house, and just sneak it in back there. Which I think is very strong. And I could even go for one here. If I go for 2 hot houses, I feel like we're in the best place. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're going to focus on... We can sneak a house in there. Oh, we can't fit it at the back there, but we can fit it at the front. That's interesting. Let's make sure that this has got the stuff we need. Which is good. It's not the best organised over here, but besides that, I think it could be a lot better. Could be a lot worse as well. So, yep. given that we're not focusing on this entire hunting section, we can actually focus on other areas, which is good. I don't think we need higher levels yet. I do think bunkhouses could be smart, though. I'm just thinking, because these I can then put on longer periods, and then we're actually in a really good spot. And then this area should be where we really focus on next. I'm going to get another steam hub here, which will be going as far along as it can do. I was about to say, as soon as I move away from there, it seems to not work, so we're going to put it there. And we kind of want to put some people into this as well, to keep it moving. Nice, that's good. We're about to have a lot of people, maybe even engineers, working on this, which is a way of keeping ourselves moving, which is good. I should be focusing on this. Maybe I should take some people off of somewhere else. Yeah, let's take some people off of this. We're going to put them into here, and we're going to change this. This area has got 10 in it. We're going to just put 5 in it for now, and then this can also be populated. Did I do this? We're going to do this as a method of getting ourselves plenty of food. And we're also then going to go for the soup section. So I'm hoping that this setup is a different thing to what I've normally done. I'm ignoring hunting, which I don't think we need. I think instead what our plan is going to be is to just focus on local issues. If I then get in the next, after the storm, you get an issue, like normally. And if that happens, then I think I'm going to be in a... What's the issue? What's the thing? If it comes up and it's like, this is a problem, you get worse returns and all this, then I will deal with it. But for now, we are just kind of focusing elsewhere and making sure, putting all our eggs in one basket and seeing if that works. However, I am going to leave it there for today. This is going to be a bit shorter episodes for this method, but this is my new setup. Let me know in the comments how you think I'm going to do, whether it's going to be really, really good, or if I'm going to do really, really badly. It's up to you. Well, it's not up to you, it's up to me to try and do it, but you can help me if that's kind of what you want to do. I'll see you next week, and until then, ta-ra!